Among all the programs for Hindi and Urdu and South Asian studies within the US, UT has the best program. The Flagship program offers the most intensive form of study that's available.
The Hindi Urdu Flagship Program is intended to give people a very thorough education in a wider way than is available in most programs.
One of the things that we have tried to do in this program is not just focus on language and literature, but look at the larger milieu, larger cultural context.
इसका जवाब देना काफ़ी मुश्किल है क्योंकि
Alongside their language courses, they'll be taking their major subject, which could be in one of the very many subjects taught here at the university. We get our backing and our inspiration from the Language Flagship, an initiative to retool the ways in which languages are taught and learned nationwide. So our goal is to help students develop excellent practical language skills for professional contexts.
it offers the most resources, really great faculty, and just a lot of close attention. That's one of the best things, is just the amount of attention that you get in the program.
Learning different languages, especially Hindi and Urdu, considering that that part of the world is growing so fast, is essential to everyone's career. And not only that, it helps us start a conversation, a global conversation.
The Flagship program is not for every student. One has to be highly motivated because it is a larger workload.
We have students interested in literature, but also students who want to become lawyers and work with international human rights, students who want to work with Doctors Without Borders, students who want to become journalists.
I came into the program because I was interested in Hindi and Urdu and in the media. Being able to communicate with people in their own language is it's a really important thing for making more real, strong connections.
Right now, I want to graduate with a business degree and a Hindi Urdu Flagship degree. I'm going to use both my language skills and my business skills, combining together, and focus more on the South Asian culture.
If you work in diplomacy, if you work in the government, you will have an upper hand on the other people since you have this background and so much experience on how things are done, not just here, but everywhere else in the world. And you can bring that perspective into your work.
In my house, we do speak Hindi and Urdu, or a combination of both. If I spoke the language I was speaking at home to a business individual, maybe in India, there would have been no way I would be able to keep a conversation.
Our students have to be fluent, not only in the language, but also knowledgeable about the cultures that they deal with.
We actually take students to different cities, so students see how Hindi and Urdu are spoken differently, are read differently.
The third year is actually the most amazing part of this program, because this is when you get to go to the country and immerse yourself into these two languages.
Having to speak the language for an hour or two in class is very different than having to speak it all the time and have it there as a very crucial part of your life every day.
They are able to move from the classroom into the street culture, into the markets, into rural areas of South Asia.
The capstone of the year abroad is an internship related to what you're majoring in. I'll be working for an Urdu language daily newspaper.
The student today has to aspire to be a global professional because the world has shrunk, metaphorically.
Globalization is taking over, and there's so many different people that you have to communicate with every day, and not all of them speak English.
South Asia can no longer be seen as a marginal political, cultural, and economic zone. Between India, Pakistan, we see almost 1/4 of the world's population. It's very important that people take the initiative to understand the languages of that area.
Being a part of the Flagship program, it just gives you so much more of an advantage as a global professional going out into the world.
You have to be dedicated to be in this program, and you have to understand this is an accelerated program.
It's challenging, there's no question about it, and it requires time commitment, but the results and what you gain from it is absolutely invaluable.